This is the plaintiff, Heather Dostert. She claims the defendant illegally used her voice for an advertisement on a website, and she wants to be paid for her services. That's right, she's not going to allow the sneaky defendant to steal her voice, make money on it, and then just stiff her. She's suing for $175, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, David Rothman. He says the plaintiff approached him on the street while he was shooting a commercial and introduced herself as a voiceover talent. He asked her to do a voiceover for a commercial for a website and told her he couldn't pay her for this one, but the next one he does, he would hire her. She agreed, did the voiceover work, and then next thing he knows, he's being sued. He's accused of vexing a voiceover actress.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Heather Dostert, you are suing David Rothman for $175 for voiceover work you say he was supposed to pay you for and didn't. Okay, talk to me. Tell me what's going on.
I met David Rothman when he sent some children to pass out some talent release forms at the town beach. I spoke to the child. I looked at the release form.
What was that about? What were the release forms?
I was doing a shoot for a commercial, and
Okay.
I had release forms to act in this commercial that I was shooting.
So you were trying to get people to serve as extras in the commercial?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, I recognized the release form because I've got a 15-year career in media, and I said to the child, well, this is a release form. When is the shoot? So I thought, well, I'm local. I'll go meet this producer.
When you say 15 years in media, tell me what you mean.
I started off in radio. I was a voiceover as well as a copywriter and audio producer, and I'm still working as a freelancer.
Okay, when you say freelance,
doing
you're doing
voiceover,
okay.
writing copy, and
So
placing media.
you follow the child with the form
yes,
over to whoever the source of the form was.
And I introduced myself, and Mr. Rothman was producing an ad for a contest for Latin television. So we exchanged contact information, and I left. 6 months later, I got an email from him requesting rates. I told him it depends. I said for 30 or 60 voice, I would do it for $100. Local guy, not a big account. And
Local guy being what? Him or?
Yes, he's local. It's not
Okay.
like it's for a big production company.
Okay.
He asked if I could work with him on his rate until he gets a few clients. I replied, no problem, I'll work with whatever your budget is. Well, I never got a budget. And I had a phone discussion with him. He mentioned that he wanted me to do a voiceover for a restaurant called Temple Grill. Now, normally, as a voice talent, you'll do a spec spot, which is a sample. In other words, you can't hire an actress who does an audition.
Right.
So I had to do some kind of spec spot to send to the client so they can hear my voice, see if they liked my read, and if they wanted to hire me at all. That is standard procedure. Well, he sent me a script for Biaggetti's.
A different restaurant.
A different restaurant. So I'm under the impression that this must be a spec. So I went ahead and I voiced the spot, and I sent him the voiceover for Biaggetti's.
Now, all this time, you're thinking that this is an audition.
Well, the client has to hear my voice.
I understand. I don't need your argument. I need to understand your facts, and then I'm going to hear his facts. But you're thinking that this is an audition, and when do you first realize that he's not thinking that?
Because he kept sending me over revisions.
And did you do them?
I did one. And then in one of the correspondence, he's suggesting that I write copy. I need a little voiceover filler. They want to ID the other chef as well. I don't know what that means. I don't know who the chefs are. At that point, I realized something's not right. This is not a spec spot that I'm doing.
So what do you say to him?
I said, please send me the revised copy. Also, call me so we can get the pronunciation right. There was an issue with the pronunciation. He wanted me to pronounce a 2-syllable word in 1 syllable. I wasn't clear on the pronunciation because it's Italian. And I just asked him to call me.
What happens in that phone conversation?
He explains to me that I won't be getting paid to
That's the first you hear of it.
Jetties.
So you never corrected the pronunciation the way he wanted you of the 1-syllable, 2-syllable thing?
That's right.
Okay. And yet you find out that, by the way, this is for an internet commercial, right? This is not
web
for on
roll,
air.
that's right.
And you find out by logging in that they're actually using your voice.
That's right.
And they have been since when?
I produced it in September. I discovered it in December.
Because between September and December, you were waiting to get paid by him?
No, he told me in the email after I told him I would not work for free, and then I sent him an email telling him I would not work for free. He said, I have deleted your tracks and your contact information.
Okay, can I go ahead and hand to my bailiff, please, all of the emails that you have between the two of you? What's going on?
I think we have a little miscommunication, Judge.
Oh, you think?
I contacted Heather, and she had told me that the account that I had sent, that I had from her business card that she sent me it had been down for months, and she mentioned that she charged $75 per hour for a shoot.
Okay. So then maybe you could explain why you haven't paid her $75.
Well, I didn't agree.
Did you do this for free?
I was doing that. No. I wasn't doing that for free.
Oh, you weren't doing it for free?
No.
No. How much did you get paid for that spot?
$900.
Oh, you got paid $900. Okay. You just wanted her to do it for free.
I had already been paid for that spot.
Well, what difference does it make? I don't care if you spent your money unwisely like a drunken sailor on shore leave. I care if you got paid for the spot or if this was some public service thing. It is often the case that artists who are struggling might help each other. According to her, she's not struggling. I don't know if she is or if she's not, if this is her life's ambition or she wants to be the voice for Disney. I don't know what, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
She's telling me she never told you she'd work for free. And I'm trying to understand why if you made profit, she couldn't get paid $75 or $100 or $175, and we'll figure that out in a minute. I'm trying to understand why you thought she was going to help you make $900. Because what? Because you guys were together for 20 years? Like what is in your head that you think she was working for you for free while you were profiting?
Okay. What happened was I had completed the spot and been paid. I had communicated to Heather that I thought in order to get more clients, I felt that to have a woman's voice on a spot would possibly help me get more clients, and then we would have a good working relationship. Mm-hmm. So I said in the follow-up to that $75 quote, I said, can you work with me? Can you do it for free?
Tell me exactly what you said in that email.
Oh, okay.
Can you work with me? Can you do it for free? That's what you said.
Okay. I said, would you mind doing a trial run to see if it works, sending files, and then when Temple Grill signs up, then I can pay you $75 per spot.
Okay. Now I want you to read it with the intonation that helps your case. Go ahead. The same exact sentence. No. The same exact sentence. Do you have the email?
That's not in the email.
That's an email.
Yeah, but it's not in that.
Okay, hold on.
That email's not in there.
Well, then you just chose not to give it to me. Hold on. Do you have your computer here? Does it have all your emails on it?
Yeah.
Back and forth the traffic? You didn't delete anything?
No.
Bring it up. You mind?
Go ahead.
Okay.
There's all the emails between he and I, so.
Do you have your emails? This is fascinating.
Just in printouts. I don't have my computer with me.
Do you have a phone?
Yes.
Does your phone have email? Get your
yes.
emails up, because I'm fascinated by the fact that this one email is missing from hers. Because you either made it up or she deleted it. Those are the only two options. There is no other answer. One of you is just completely dishonest, and I'm fascinated by this. Is that the earliest email? No, right? There's one before that.
Well, let's go back to search results. That's the earliest
I want a
one.
9/13 one.
Here we go. There it is.
Well, I got to tell you, this is like really suspicious, because inside of his phone, which I don't expect him to own the sophistication to, I have the very email he says exists that is missing from your trail. And here's what the email says, okay? I actually have Temple Grill waiting to see the results of He asks you, will you work with me? Not will you do it for free, like you said you did. He says to you, will you work with me on your rates? And you answer to him, no problem. I'll work with whatever your budget is. Okay? And then he says to you, I appreciate that. I don't know why you think that means free. Okay? And then he says to you, and I don't know why it's missing from your email trail, would you mind doing a trial run to see if it works, sending files, and then when Temple Grill signs up, then I can pay you $75 a spot. How is this, as disturbed as I am that the email trail is missing from her, how is this clear understanding between the parties that she works for free? Clearly, we know it wasn't a clear understanding because she immediately said, where's my money? Okay. Look, is the thing here? Can I hear it?
Oh, the ad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it still up?
Yeah, it should be. Yes, it is.
Like if you go to the website right now and you click it, you can hear it?
It's on two websites. It's on his business website and it's on the client's website.
You have it still on your business website? After you know that, why is that funny? After you know that she's angry and that there was no meeting of the minds here where she agreed for you to use, you not only use it for its intended purpose after you told her that you weren't going to use it at all and that you pulled it, but then you're using it for a second purpose that you had clearly no permission to use it for?
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So when the guy says, I'll work with you on your rates, does that mean that the plaintiff's doing it for free?
No, it would mean that they're going to negotiate the price that she'll get paid.
But it's still kind of vague, isn't it?
Not so much. You would say, could we waive your rate?
Okay, but yeah, okay, I get it. But well, I'll work with you on your rates. Does that mean that you're giving it to me for free?
No, it means we're going to come up with a deal. We'll work something out.
But here's the question. If you don't come up with a deal, what do you pay the person? Exactly. I don't know either. Going inside the courtroom.
I had actually delivered the file to Biaggetti's.
Answer my question.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
use it for your own advertising, for your own site, to pimp you to get more business through her voice that you never paid her a penny for. Is that accurate? Yeah, it sounds like rubbish when I say it, right?
It does sound like
Okay, well, that's what living is all about. It's about trying to put yourself in the shoes of the other person. That's what being a decent human being is all about. So if you thought it through, and your connected brain cells were connecting in a direction that wasn't just profitable for you, might you have asked yourself the same question I just asked you, and then you wouldn't be here humiliating yourself? Let me hear it.
For decades, Biaggetti's has been treating Savin Rock to our family recipes. We prepare every dish to perfection. Complete your perfect beach day with live entertainment on our summer patio. Our banquet room is available for large parties. Biaggetti's. Call for reservations.
Yep, you do have one of those voices. All right, so now, it's obvious to me that this email is legitimate, that this email is in the email trail because it's right on his phone. And in this email, you acknowledge cutting a price break to $75. But the fact that he used it on his website, as far as I'm concerned, gives you another $75. So I am ruling in the plaintiff's favor in the amount of $150.
So the defendant loses this case here in the People's Court. Step in here. Why'd you use her voice even after you knew she didn't want you to?
I felt that she had agreed to the terms, and I felt that there could be more work for other people going forward. And in this economy, we're trying to drum up some business.
I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't you take advantage of her by using her voice against her will after she had told you she didn't want you to?
No, and we really didn't get into the details of the case where she had written to the client directly instead of contacting me. So I think that there's more to the case that didn't actually come out.
So you don't think you took advantage of this voiceover person?
No, not at all. In fact, I think that she could have had a lot of money coming her way had we gone on to do other spots.
Yeah,
which
that's not the question. All right, head right down this way.
Great, thank you.
All right, step on in here. You satisfied with what you get coming out of this?
Yes. Yes, I'm happy to be paid for my work.
Yeah. Do you think he tried to steal your voice?
This happens all the time to voice talent.
Really?
Yes, this is not uncommon at all.
In the big time voiceover world, it's tough, huh?
out there?
Big time.
Yeah. Where'd those emails go? Did they disappear? How'd those emails
That's the
disappear?
strangest thing
off
I've
of-
ever seen, because
It's a little
I
odd.
don't think you can delete emails in a stream like that.
I think you can.
Oh, I don't know.
Harvey?
Okay, I got to tell you, it is so important to nail down price very clearly before you sign a contract. If it's indefinite, you're really in peril. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.